everybody. I'm back for another MTG Arena video. It's been a little while. I've been busy with life and just maybe busy, just being exhausted and not feeling motivated to do a video, but I've caught my breath and I feel ready to do another one. I've been playing a lot of Wilds of Eldraine sealed and draft in preparation for Magic Con Vegas, which has the 100K limited open, which is a little bit deceptive. It's mostly just a Grand Prix that costs more money, but I am such a fucking sucker for large scale in-person Magic events that I don't even care. They can call it whatever the fuck they want. I'm gonna be there out in Vegas. And so I've been preparing for that event, that limited event, and been playing a lot. And I think my pick for best non-removal spell common is actually Beanstalk Worm. And so the more I played, the more I was like, is this good enough for standard? So let's find out together today. I've messed with this list a little bit, but this is just, where I think that a good starting point is. I'm playing best of one, so we're playing Rustvine Cultivator because I need it to compete with the red decks. That matchup's not very good in best of one. I already know that the mono red matchup is real tough, but we get to play a bunch of new cards. Bramble Familiar. This card's awesome. It's very, very good. It comes down early when you need it to, and it also just goes and find a game-winning bomb in the late game. More on that later. Up the Beanstalk. Probably my favorite uncommon in the Wilds of Eldraine. This card is already fucking up all kinds of constructed formats. This card's incredible. I I would not be surprised if some things had to be shaken up because of this card in Modern. Already, it seems like this card is going to be doing big things. It's also just makes your force of wills in just a card equal exchange instead of a card negative exchange. So this card's pretty great. I'm getting off topic because this card makes me excited, but we'll try to stay on topic here with our standard Bean Ramp deck. Playing a trio of Pharaoh Encounter. This card's good because it helps you stay alive. In the early game, like you can ramp and then on turn, what effectively is turn 3 with 4 lands, play this, get a 2-drop, kill one of their early threats and stabilize, or it can just help you dig to find something big late game. This card's really good. It's definitely going to be a player in Standard. I don't know if it'll be a player in Standard right this minute, but definitely once Shieldred and company rotates out and the card pool gets smaller, I think this is going to be an awesome card. It could just be awesome already, but we're going to find out together. And then again, Beanstalk Worm, my favorite common, I think the best non-removal spell common for sealed and draft in Wilds of Eldraine. This card is way better than it looks. At first, when I looked at it, I was like, this card sucks. And I thought it sucked because you do that thing with Magic cards where you go, oh, this isn't the thing that it's based off of, which is the card Explore. And that card is fucking cracked. It was a staple in a ton of decks for a very long time. It still gets played a little bit, I think, in decks like Scapeshift. Explore is a really amazing card. And no, this isn't Explore, but it lets you get ahead on mana in the early games, and then it just gives you a big body after you ramp. And also, if you have Up the Beanstalk, it kind of turns it into a better Explore because you get to ramp your lands, and then with your draw spell, you get a 5/4. Pretty good. Playing 4 Vorinclicks because this card's fucking busted. It's unfortunate that Shieldred is so dominant because if it wasn't, I think this card would have had a really remarkable standard run. I think that it just kind of falls prey to. It was, It's just it showed up in the wrong era. But this card's awesome. Leyline Binding, which might seem weird in my mono green ramp deck, but it's okay. We're playing 9 white lands. And you know what? I think I'm gonna audible. I wanna play more. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So we're playing 8 white lands. No, maybe not. Hold on. What do I want? Is there another? There's another Forest Plains, right? There's got to be another one in the set. There has to be. Come on, let me see my cards. Yeah, boom, get in there. Shit. I'll play 2 of them. I don't give a fuck. We're ramping. We can play tap lands. It's fine. We're ramping. We're playing tap lands. It's totally okay. It's also totally okay to play tap lands when they enable Leyline Binding. So then at the top end we got Titan of Industry and Cityscape Leveler. These are just your best mythic big creatures in the format of Standard. Yeah, that's the deck. Let's go see if we can fuck some people up. All right, here we go. Game 1 with Bean Ramp. This hand's fine. I'll keep it. The hand smoother puts these cards in my hand so much. Right on time there, fucker. Right on time. This card's good against fairies. No, it's not. Never mind. Doesn't have reach. I thought it had reach. Well, a land there would have been real nice, but, you know, we take what we can get. Are you going to counter this? You better counter it. Card will get you. Oh, they're thinking about it. Yeah, you better counter it. All right. No attack. I need to put a charge. This is definitely not Llanowar Elves. I fucking tell you that much. I feel like how good Standard is, we could use Utopia Sprawl or something like that. Maybe it would just make Standard cracked if Utopia Sprawl, but we could use like maybe like Boreal Druid or a 1 mana thing. It feels like maybe it would be too good. I don't know. I'll fucking pay for another Make Disappear here. Absolutely gonna pay. Oh, whoa. I clicked the wrong button. Oh, well. What are you gonna do? You fucking get beat up by the fucking misclick all the time. Yeah, this card fucking sucks to play with. On Arena. It's just very not fun. Yeah, I'll just play Mr. Beanworm here. Stuck with 2 unplayable cards here. Yeah, sure, you just counter all my spells. Imagine if I wouldn't have misclicked and I would have had... I got just the fucking answer for this piece of shit. Oh god, we're so dead. I don't know if you can even play Standard if you're not playing this card or without a dedicated plan. Which I guess, like, you know, I could Feral and counter it. If I had a Beanstalk Worm. I guess I'm not just straight fucking dead to it. But this card is super, super difficult. 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind. If I just draw a land, I'll fucking beat the shit out of it with Titan Industry. Come on, Childred. Bring it on. Don't kill my shit. I don't care what you do. Just don't kill my shit. Give me a shot to be in this game. Yeah, you got a ninja. Okay, I'll taste it. No blocks here. All right. You got it. Put an oil counter on this. This misclick is actually keeping me in this game here. I needed that to be a land. Ooh, god damn. This is... ugh, ugh, with this. Let me see here. So I do this. I go to 8. I go to 6. I go to 4. I have to chomp. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I know it seems real bad, but you know, that's sometimes that's just what you got to do. I I can survive this turn. I can survive if they don't have a counter spell. It's not going to be pretty, but I can survive. So okay. Block. I have to block. I don't have a choice in the matter. I have to block. Actually, that misclick killed me, right? Because I would have been able to play Titan last turn. So we're probably going to lose this one. That's okay. You know, this is a fresh brew that I got going here. I will say this is the closest I've been to wanting to play standard in a very long time. I still don't really want to play because fuck this format forever. Like the idea that they were like, we're going to make standard fresh. By the way, we're extending rotation so you get to deal with fucking Shieldred for another year. Like, I don't know. It's just not my idea of a good time. Like 3-year rotation is not a recipe for success in standard. We've been here before. We tried it before. It doesn't work. It leads to, you know, people just playing the best mid-range soup. And maybe that just happens with all formats. But like, you can't really brew in this format. I'll keep this. You can't really brew when there's a card like Shieldred in the format. Like it demands you build your decks in a very specific way. And I just don't find it enjoyable. I like formats where I can play wherever the fuck I want to play and have a chance of winning, and I don't feel like I can do that in standard. You have, and maybe it's been so long since I've played standard consistently and competitively. Maybe it's just always been that way, but like, I don't know. I really liked when I was able to cast my big dumb green idiots and be super duper competitive, or like there was like Lawn of War Elves and Elvish Mystics. Maybe I'm just being a boomer about this. I don't know. I don't really know. What are you doing over there with your Fading Hope? What is this, mono blue? Fading Hope. If I draw a land, I'll just play them both again. I don't give shit. Yeah, I guess this is... I better do this on their end step. Fading Hope. That's the ticket. Watch this. They're going to be like, I got him. Oop, thank you. I played the wrong one. I should have played the one that they already seen. Go ahead, counter it. See if I fucking care. I didn't think so. Ooh, now I have a question. A question. No, it's right. It's right. Let's go. Remove the oil counter. Untap this piece of shit. Play this. But yeah, so I'm like almost excited to play standard because, and hopefully you'll see it. Hopefully you'll see there's going to be like, when you go, like, the games where you get to play, like, Beanstalk Worm into Up the Beanstalk, it's fucking so much fun. Like, you just, like, and this deck gets going and it just doesn't stop. But if you play against Shieldred, you just fucking die because you can't even utilize your engine because it just makes you die. It kills all. Look at this. Is this a Titan of Industry? Man, I didn't come here to not fucking... No, I did it again. I fucking hate how this card is structured. It's such a bad design. It's such a bad design. I clearly wanted to untap that. Ugh. All right. I guess I'll just time walk myself here. I should have attacked, but I don't know. Open mana. At least my opponent didn't do anything. If I draw... a Triome. We're in there. All right. Let's try this again. Okay. Hiya. This should have been last turn. You have to do something here. You can't let me have this. What the fuck? I'm gonna put my... we're jamming. We're next turn, we're just fucking sending in the clowns. We're actually going to kick one of these backdoor hands. What the fuck is my opponent doing over here, by the way? They've cast a Fading Hope and 3 Considers. Are they missing white? Are they blue-white control? Okay. Ooh, that's really good for me. All right. Let's fucking go. Yeah, that's right. Take it. Take $1 billion. Nice 5-5 you got over there. Nice 5-5. We're going to get the double ley line next turn if we want to. I'm going to kick back my Bramble. I'm going to block and kick my Bramble back to my hand. This card is fucking awesome. They're not even going to... All right. Wait, hold on. How much do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The only way... Nope, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The only way this really sucks is if I draw... Leveler. But... Otherwise, it's pretty good for me. Put a counter on this. Thank you very much. Remember when I time walked myself this game? My opponent didn't do anything, so that was helpful. Maybe they intentionally didn't do anything because they felt bad for me. Yeah, let's make my leyline bindings cost almost nothing. I think I want a leyline bind. Yeah, I want a leyline bind. Resolve. Autopay. Maybe I shouldn't have kicked my Bramble back to my hand. Maybe that was just bad. I think it was just bad. Now that I'm revisiting how this game needs to go. The play was always going to be remove. I don't even care. Yeah. Taste it. All right. Now I have Leyline Bind. Binding. Sometimes I'll just call it Leyline Bind, you know, being lazy with the speech. This is fine. This doesn't beat Titan. Put a counter on this. Good old Rusty. All right. Force them to do something here. If they do something, I'll get to cast Fetch Quest. This is what I thought was going to happen. This is I guess probably the only thing they can do here, right? I could have went for the kill, but I don't think I need to do anything. I'm just going to play a Rusty and pass the turn. I don't need to do anything else. I don't know how Mono Blue beats 5 creatures on the board. I guess they could bounce them all back to my hand. Moment of truth, Mono Blue opponent. Moment of truth. Man, this card is so good. This card's incredible. I haven't played enough Modern. I know it's just like one of the best cards in Modern. Um, but this is such a good design. This card is cool as hell too. This card is cool. It's just hard to do anything with standard. Um, like I think you got to play like mono white or like white blue control or like whatever Shieldred counterspell deck you're gonna play. Like it feels like a very constricted format. If you were to play it competitively, but that won't stop me from trying to play my green cards and ramp into victory. Hope I draw some beanstalk worms and up the beanstalks. Hope I win the dice roll too. I'm always hoping for that. Oh, here, let me get this on full screen. I've been doing this on not full screen. We're playing against AHIL. What are they doing over there? In the tank. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. I'll keep this hand. So I know that some of you might be watching, if anybody is even watching. I don't know. Might be thinking, why are you playing this piece of shit card? And that's a great question. This is the best one drop for a ramp deck. And you have to play one drops because of this fucking deck. It's also really good with Feral Encounter when you're just like, I need to draw a card and you get to play a creature before you do that. So, and then you get to kill their... Yeah, I'm not going to kill anything because this card is just the absolute house of a magic card. I think that this was the most winning card in all of Arena Cube. Well, I get to kill a thing now, which is awesome. Yeah. Good old Rusty to the rescue. We're not going to play it, but that's fine. This is... it's till the end of my next turn. This turn. All right, so I should have attacked. No, I shouldn't have attacked because they might play... I don't know. They might have Gingerbrute in their deck. I don't know. We're really going to die here, though. We're just really up shit creek without a paddle. Unless they have all lands left. If they have, like, Play with Fire here, yeah, fucking forget about it. You can't... I don't even think you can honestly... Like, I know that people play this deck. But, like... we're pretty dead. You have to draw so well to beat Shieldred. I think that... Maybe with what Witchstalker Frenzy, the new removal spell... that you can effectively just kill Shieldred for 1 red mana. Maybe it's good enough now. Yeah, we just got absolutely fucking dumpstered. We'll cast our Beanstalk Worm here, though. Yeah, just absolutely fucking demolished by Mono Red. They played 5 1-drops. This is all it took to destroy us. So, and that was with me having a 1-drop and a removal spell. All right, let's get back in there. Yeah, I think that the mono red matchup, you would have to contort this deck dramatically where it wouldn't even be a beanstalk deck. It would just be like a janky. This is jank too, but like it would be like a janky mono green deck. All right. Here's the hand again. This in best of one just always seems to give me the 7 and 8 drops, but oh well, that's part of best of one. We got a 1-drop into Beanstalk, so we just got to knock the top of our deck and hope the draws line up. I'd like to draw a Bramble Familiar or a Beanstalk Worm. Ooh, we're playing against Mono Green Ramp. Or Mono Green Aggro, rather. So, it's going to... Oh, another 7-drop. That's exactly what we needed. We're not going to attack. They should definitely attack me, though. I need my Rusty. Don't be looking at my Rusty like that. Ooh, they didn't have a... Yeah, no block. I can't block. Can't block here. So, I think I want to cycle and put another counter on Rusty. Oh boy. We're going to be dead in a hurry. You got me. I'll cycle. Doesn't matter. Okay. Put another counter on this. And I guess we're going to die now. All right. I could use that. I could use that in play. All right. We'll give it... Yeah, we're definitely going to die now. So we drew an uncastable because I had to... Oh boy. That's fun. At least we're getting beat up by other jank, so I don't feel as bad. Okay. Yeah, you got it. I guess I go to 1. Okay. Hiya! Alright. Well, just because. Just because we can. Kill this thing. Got him, opponent. Alright, I'm going to play one more. This deck feels bad. Unfortunate that it feels bad. The draws haven't been great, but maybe the draws aren't great because the deck is just really, really bad. But if you don't brew and try things, you never learn. That's how you learn if things are good, by playing them. Or you can just watch other people play and see. Or you could just wait for the data to show up in a couple weeks and then do that. But that's not how I enjoy playing Magic. I like getting in there, getting in the weeds right away with cards and seeing if they're good and seeing if they can be competitive. So we're playing against a green-black deck. So we're gonna get to play a game here because I got an answer for Shieldred, and I have some bangers coming down. Oh well, if they're using a Bushwhack as Lay of the Land, I love it. I love that for me. Put an oil counter on my Rusty. Oh, we're going to fucking pop the fuck off this game. I'm calling it right now. We're going to give them... I could have used another land there. If I don't draw any lands, we're not popping off. I need a land next turn. I was really hoping the Beanstalk... Man. Are they going to try... They're using all their fight spells... instead of casting their Obliterator. So We hope they don't ever get to 4 black mana with a fight spell until I'm ready to. Okay, cool. That's incredible that I didn't draw a land. So, well, I would prefer them to play something that I can leyline bind. But if I have to leyline bind, fuck my life, man. So I don't even know if I can leyline bind here. I guess I have to though, right? God, this feels so fucking bad. Yeah, it's. I guess I just have to do this. This card, I can't fucking win with this card on the battlefield. Shout out Beanstalk, drawing me a card off my removal spell. So I still don't get to do anything, but next turn's going to be awesome. It's only taken me 10 turns to get to where I wanted to be, so yep, we're in big trouble if they have another fight spell here. If they have another fight spell, I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I think I might just have to pass. I think I just have to pass and hope I draw a land. I can't play anything into this. Like, if they just have a fucking fight spell, I lose my whole board. This game is not worked out how I wanted it to. If I would have just hit my goddamn land on turn 3, sure. Nice duress. They're going to see that they're going to have to fight down a Rusty now, though. I feel like I have a shot if they're duressing me. I just need to hit an untapped land. Cool. All right. The Rusties are going to put in work. They had to use all their Lay of the Lands for... damn it. There's no fucking way. There's no way in a million goddamn years that I am playing something into this Obliterator. If you're at home, like, why aren't you casting my spells? If I cast a spell and they have a fight spell, I just die on the spot. So I have to just continue to take my beatings from the Obliterator. I get to absolutely pop off this turn now. Look at the Rusties. They're ready. They're ready for the rest of this game. They've just been lying around. This is obnoxious, though, I will say. This design is absolutely atrocious for digital play. Paper play, it's amazing because you just go, I have 8 mana, do my thing. Fucking pow. Don't have like a fucking save spell. If they have a save spell into a fight spell, I'm going to be so sad. Okay, this is fine. This is totally acceptable. 5, 6. I'll get rid of a Rusty. Popping off with my Beanstalks. All right. Now they need to have Obliterator into a fight spell. But they've already played a bunch of fight spells, so. Uh-oh. Is it happening? Oh, thank fucking God. All right, let's Feral Encounter. Yeah, it's up to 1. I almost had a heart attack. Um, I almost had a heart attack. Maybe I shouldn't have done that though. Submit 0. I shouldn't have done that. I thought I already have what I'm fucking playing. Good grief. Because I'm not playing this turn. I'm playing Vorinclex. It was always going to be Vorinclex this turn. Because I want to... What are you doing? Yeah, die. That was not my finest hour, I will say. But it's all right. I just kind of got ahead of myself, which happens all the time in Magic. If you're not just constantly thinking about, you know, what the order of operations and how you should be playing your cards and sequencing and like what's going to happen over the next handful of turns, like this just happens. Nice. They had the non-artifact. I still get to draw my 2 lands off of Vorinclex, which is really all I wanted. All right, I think we got him. I'm gonna play one more. I'm feeling it. We haven't had a game that was like a buttery draw yet. So we've been on the struggle bus this whole time with this deck. But we got him. I don't give a shit about that. I only say don't have fun when I'm really tilting off. Like I lost to Gruff Triplets like 2 or 3 games in a row during one of my sealed runs, and like on the second or third time, I can't remember exactly, it was like they were like, are you having fun? Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? And it's like, no, I just got my fucking teeth kicked in by the most unbeatable card in the set 2 or 3 games in a row. Of course I'm not having any fucking fun. But otherwise I just skip it because I don't want I don't want Wizards to be making cards and sets based off of whether or not I had fun. I play this game to compete. And I know my experience with this game is different than the vast majority of people, but like, I just want them to make good sets that are competitive, that are conducive to a healthy competitive tournament scene. And I know that I'm in the minority now, but like, I don't want to give them any information that'll like just make more commander sets. Like, if you want people to have fun, just make more commander sets, because that's clearly where you're making money. Like when I'm playing in a constructed format, especially I'm playing on the ladder, right? Like I'm playing competitive Magic. Like I'm having fun because I'm competing. Not so much based on what my opponent is playing against me. Like there are some cards that are super unfun to play against, but that's what competitive Magic is all about. And I frequently play decks that are not fun to play against. Like it just literally sucks the joy out of the game. But that's tournament Magic. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I'm on the play. This hand is slow, but it has Beanstalk Binding, which is a dynamic duo. And then it also has Vorinclex, which is the best way to bridge the gap between the early game and Titan time. Cityscape Leveler is a Titan. I know it's not a Titan in its type. It's a fucking Titan. get him with the Spar's headquarters, my opponent will be like, oh no, am I playing against a control deck? Play your Evolved Sleeper. I feel it coming. Ooh. They have a cut down? All right. Am I not playing enough lands? I thought I was playing 26 lands. Maybe I should be playing 27 lands. My opponent is so confused now. If I draw a land, I think I just need to draw a land in the top two. I'm probably going to play Beanstalk next turn. If they cut this down, I'm definitely just playing Beanstalk. Okay. Well, if they don't cut this down, then maybe I'll play my Mr. Familiar. No, I'm gonna Beanstalk. I need to hit a forest here. Not a forest, but I'll take it. It's a land. Now if I draw an untapped forest and they don't kill Mr. Rusty, I get to play Vorinclex, and then we're just off to the races. Every spell that I cast for most of the rest of the game will also draw me a card. All right, I need to read this. I played Neon Destiny or Dynasty a little bit, but not a ton. All right. Nashi Moon Sage's Scion. Whenever Nashi deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of each player's library until the end of the turn. You may play one of those cards. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. Okay. That's really bad for me. That's really bad for me because they can just like, ooh. Well, does this have Menace? Well, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play... No, hold on. Actually, that's wrong. I should not be greedy here. I should just kill this thing. Don't be greedy. If this thing doesn't live... If this thing isn't on the board, I can't die. And then I can just play Familiar, and now I'm just super duper set for the rest of the game. Because I have 2 removal spells now. I have an untapped land gets me Vorinclex into Encounter or Vorinclex into Binding. I can also go get my black land. What's this one do? When Nemazumi Blade Blesser has Nemazumi Blade Blesser has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. Has Menace as long as you control an enchantment. Okay. I'm playing against the fucking jank, and I'm so excited that I'm playing against the jank deck. So I get to actually cast my spells and have a good time. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate you for not playing Shieldred on turn 4. All right. This is really good for me. This is really, really good for me. I get to play Vorinclex, draw my card, draw 2 forests. It's going to take a miracle for the opponent to get out of this situation. They didn't kill me fast enough. And I will tell you one thing about this deck. That if it gets going, not even the Atroxa decks are going to beat it. And that's just the truth. 4, 5, 6, 7. I should get an untapped land as well. I think I'm going to play Old Rusty here and pass the turn. Set myself up real nice for... I could have left up... I could have left up Leyline Binding, but I'm not Leyline Binding this. And, like, I don't think that they have enough mana to clear my blockers and also ninjutsu something in. All right, this is the toxic rat lord. So um Harmonix, the Rat King, and it is other rats you control have toxic one. When Caramonix enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of rats from among them. And oh, they're playing a rat deck. Fuck yeah. It took me a second because I thought maybe they were doing a ninjutsu deck, but they're straight up playing rats. Oh, they didn't hit? That sucks when you don't hit in when your cards that are supposed to draw you cards don't draw you cards. It feels so bad. That's like when Collected Company hits 0 creatures. It's like, why am I even playing this goddamn game? Um, so you want to be careful when your opponent has removal spell mana up about activating your game-winning bomb. So like I won't be activating Vorinclex into the Grand Evolution this turn. And this has to be done at sorcery, so I just won't be doing that this turn. What I'm gonna do. Do they have Death Touch? Toxic, just toxic. Um, I think what I want to do is play this because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is I can play every creature in my deck except for Leveler. So I'm likely to hit something good here. Another Vorinclex. All right. Do I Beanstalk first? No, I don't because I'm gonna play the backup Vorinclex here. Okay. All right. So let's just go kapow kapow. If they want to go for the throat this, I will say deal. They don't want to go for the throat it. Okay. In that case, I'll just attack you with this one. I don't feel like trading any of my mana production for their vanilla 3/2. And then what I'm going to do is play a forest and play... Yeah, I'm sure I want to play another one. I know that I'm going to have to get rid of one. I'm just going to draw a card, draw 2 more cycle lands, because right now I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep the untap one. Yeah, so we'll get 2 more cycle lands. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I get a forest and a cycle land. Yeah. And then pass the turn. We're playing bombs and drawing cards every time we play a bomb, and our opponent is going to run out of resources. Oh yeah, Freewheeler. I love this card. So I did play a decent amount. I was about to say a little bit, and I was like, that's a lie. I played a decent amount of this set, March of the Machine. I love this set. What did they mill over there? Anything good? Another Freewheeler and a Blight Belly. Put a counter on this. This card's so good in limited. It's so good. I love that they're playing limited cards. I'm over here playing limited cards. This is actually it's going to be a constructed powerhouse. This combination of cards right here, Beanstalk, Leyline Binding, Beanstalk, Force of Will. Come on. Ooh, a Titan. There's so many cards in my hand. I guess I'll start by attacking with Vorinclex. They're probably just going to play... Oh, excuse me. A little bit sleepy over here. Then I'm going to probably just play Titan of Industry. You better kill my shit. I'm coming for you. Yeah, taste it. Kapow! Alright. So I will play my forest, and I will play my Titan. I will draw a card, make a 4/4, and gain 5 life. Actually, I'll create a 4/4 and put a shield counter. On my Vorinclex. They didn't even do it. They should have responded. Now if they got go for the throat, they're done for. Not that it matters. I'm never activating this. I'm just going to cast this thing next turn and win the game. Kapow. Nice. This card's awesome. This is a good common from Wilds of Eldraine. You should be playing this in all of your black sealed decks, and if you're playing black red in draft, this is a staple of that archetype. Black red rats, I guess, is what you could call it. Card's great. I like that my opponent's over here playing rats. I'm over here dropping unbeatable spells, though. Hi-ya! How about I kill your best creature, and I draw a card. And I get an 8/8 trample. All right. This is what I like to call shove 'em all. My opponent did the math and realized they were dead. All right, I'm going to end it right there. Let's take a look at the deck one more time. Again, I'm like so close to being excited about playing Standard, but the games where you play against Shieldred and you don't have an answer for Shieldred, it's not fun. It's just not a fun experience. Even at a competitive level, like losing to the same card round after round, it's just it's like, why are we, I'll just go play chess if that's what we're doing here. I play Magic the Gathering, not chess, so I want to play against a variety of different strategies and cards, and that's just, I don't think that's happening in Standard right now. But anyway, so this is just my initial kind of thought balloon. Is question mark, is this deck good enough for Standard? Can you be competitive with it? I love Up the Beanstalk. I love Beanstalk Worm. We didn't see any turn 2 Beanstalk Worms into, Up the Beanstalk 2-drop into Vorinclex. We saw none of that, right? None of those draws. Like, we were on the struggle bus every round. I think that this is probably just not as good as playing Herd Migration and Invasion of Zendikar and Atraxa. That's still the best ramp deck in the format, and Up the Beanstalk probably has a place in that deck as well. But I wanted to be casting Vorinclex and Titan of Industry and Cityscape Leveler. You could probably get away with playing a Leveler in Atraxa ramp. I don't think people are playing it, but I think that playing a 1-of Cityscape Leveler gives that deck a little more leverage in the late game, because sometimes you will Atraxa and then maybe you don't hit enough gas off of the Atraxa trigger, but adding an artifact into your deck, especially one as powerful as Cityscape Leveler, could be really good. And just adding, it's a card. I think it's probably worth playing one in those sort of decks. But anyway, I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, these are all brand new cards, right? So like that's also like the appeal of playing this deck, as well as I get to play with new cards, and that's always the most exciting time in a format, in my opinion, is when you get to play with new cards. And it's especially exciting if you start playing with cards before everybody else kind of figures it out. and you get a day or two of just smashing the ladder, or maybe you get a tournament where you just get to annihilate everybody because nobody was prepared. It doesn't happen nearly as often as it used to, because information moves so fast in this day and age, but it still happens every once in a while. So, and that's one of my favorite things about playing this game, is building decks and thinking about cards early in their existence in a format. This card is definitely going to see some constructed play in standard at some point. This card is very powerful. It gives you an early play, and it gives you a pseudo fog into a really, really excellent late game play. So like you play this, and maybe you get to a point where you're starting to kind of tucker out. Your deck's starting to get a little tired, and your opponent comes in with an attack, and you can block with this and then discard a card and flip it back into your hand. So you soak up some damage, and then you get to cast Fetch Quest, which is a really strong spell. Up the Beanstalk is great. I think that any competitive player will tell you this card's incredible. It just does so much for 2 mana. It cycles on entry, and then it gives you so much value as the longer the game goes. This card is cool as hell. 5 out of 5 to whoever designed this card. The flavor of it is really cool too. It's just a really well designed card. Art is really makes me happy looking at this art too. And then Feral Encounter is it's great. It's a card that you can play early if you absolutely need to clear damage, or to shore up your defenses, to make sure you survive in the late game. Or you can cast it in the late game and turn whatever creature you find into a Necrotal, which is really a really strong ability. Look at the top 5. Pick a creature is great card selection, and then also getting to play, maybe play that same creature and kill another one of your opponent's creatures. This card is great. This is going to see some constructed play as well. It might actually be sideboard worthy for, Devotion. I don't know how you fit it in the sideboard of Devotion in Pioneer, because it's a wish board, but this card is definitely strong enough to be considered. And then Beanstalk Worm, I love this card. I think it's only playable if it's playable, it's only playable with Up the Beanstalk. That's what I'll say about this card. And if you're playing it in constructed, I don't know if it's good enough. It's great if you have it on turn 2. On the draw, on turn 2 is the best this card will ever be, because you get to take the playback from your opponent, and that's really a powerful effect. And then if you have it with Up the Beanstalk, it's very, very strong. I don't need to talk about these cards. Everybody, they're mythics. They're incredible. And then this is it. Bean Ramp in Standard. This is the first time I've played Standard willingly in a very long time, so that's a good indication. I still won't be playing a lot of Standard until rotation, unless something changes. So, but it is cool that it's almost there. There's almost room for a green ramp deck, and that's my happy place. When a standard format includes a green ramp deck, you will often find me battling other nerds. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate Yins. I'm gonna go get packed for Vegas later.